Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be discussing how to connect Boomi to Anthropic LLMs. So the first thing you want to do is go to the anthropic.com website. It'll be anthropic.com/API. It'll bring you to this page right here. And you'll click the Start Building tab first. And then once you get here, you'll click Get API Keys. And the first thing you want to do is create a key and copy it. If you're just signing up for the first time, they give you some free credits so you can test this out without having to spend any money. But if you test it out and you like it, you can go to billing, add in billing, and add more time, add more token usage and things like that. The other thing you can do is from here go to the developer docs, and the one that we want to look at specifically is the API reference guide, which gives you everything you need to know to connect to any of the Anthropic LLMs. So you can see all your headers here, your main URL that you're going to be connecting to, and then the basic JSON body that you need to send in order to get a response back. And I'm going to show you what all this looks like in Boomi now. So in Boomi here, I have just a really basic process, and I have a property here that this is going to be my prompt, which is when was the company Boomi founded? So this will be the question that I am asking the LLM, and let me show you how we put that all together. So in a message shape here, I have the body that they referenced on Anthropic. I added one thing. I added the system prompt. This will be useful. I'll probably do some future videos on RAG and show you how you can use the system prompt to manipulate the LLM to respond in a specific way based on this background info. And then down here, messages, you still have your user role with its content as well. So you can see user role. The user role content is what we put in the set property shape here. And then number two is just telling it you're a friendly assistant. That'll just make sure that our response is kind of like a warm, nice, friendly type of conversational type. So then we go here to the HTTP client. In the connector, we actually don't put, in the connection itself, we don't put the authentication. We just have the URL and that's it. And since everything was passed in as a header, we'll do it inside of the operation. So here you can see you have your API key, and then another important thing you'll need is the version. Right now, as of this recording, this is the last API version, but just keep a lookout in the developer docs. This may change from time to time, but that's the current version. And then we also have our resource path. That way we can reuse our connection, but our resource path is to v1 messages. So you can see we just took all the headers, we put them here. For your first call, you don't need any of the profiles filled out. You just need to make sure they're all JSON for now. Once you get an initial response back, if you need to reuse that profile and have expected results, you can create a profile with that and use it. But just for the initial run, you don't need any of that. And your HTTP method inside of the connector or inside the operation will be a post. On the main one out here, it's a get. And it's a little confusing, but we're retrieving data, but we're post. So the overall is a get, but because we're sending it data inside the operation, you have to use a post. And then at the end, you can have a stop shade or return documents. So if we test this out, what it'll do is it's going to take a few seconds here, but like I said, since this is no data, nothing's set, then it grabs our question that we're asking, and you could set that to anything. It inserts it all into the body that we're going to send to Anthropic, and here's where it actually sends. And let's see what we get back. So you just click on the shape and click on the source data, and inside the JSON response, we'll see that there's a content section, and under content, here's our response. It tells us Boomi was founded in 2000 and goes through the Dell acquisition and then the sale to Francisco Partners and TPG. So there you go. It gives us a nice little history, really quick on Boomi. And that is the basics on how to set up a connection to Anthropic with Boomi. Thank you.